Fortunately, there is a second operative procedure which has been developed, which is also very helpful for spasticity. It's called the Baclofen Pump implantation. Now, you'll remember that medication Baclofen we spoke of earlier, and that it had a tendency to give off side effects, especially as you increase the dose. Well, it turns out that the place where that medicine does its beneficial effects is on the nerves in that spinal fluid sac. So if you direct the medicine, not by mouth, but directly into that spinal fluid sac, you'll get much more benefit and way fewer side effects. So it's possible to do that by implanting a medication pump with its catheter tube that goes into the spinal fluid space, guiding the medicine to exactly the proper location. And then the doctor has a transmitter, a computerized transmitter, to control the pump and set the dose. The dose can be variable. You can adjust the dose to what is just the right amount of medicine for that particular patient. And of course, as the patient grows bigger, you may have to then turn the dose higher. You can adjust it and optimize it. It doesn't involve injuring any nerves, and if at a future time there was a desire to discontinue using the pump, it can simply be removed, and there has been no permanent impact on the nerves that has been done. The operation is done sound asleep, general anesthesia, and there are two incisions, one near the midline in the low back and one on the abdomen, either on the right side or the left side. Through the incision on the low back, a needle is inserted and guided into that dural spinal sac, and then through that needle, the catheter is threaded into the spinal fluid and extended up to the ideal location for the given patient, the location where the tip will deliver the medicine for the best benefit. Of course, the needle is removed, and then that catheter, the other end of it, is threaded under the skin around to the front, where then the incision on the abdomen is. The catheter is connected to the pump, and the pump is inserted into the cavity created through the incision on the abdomen, and then both incisions are closed up. So it's entirely implanted on the inside. There's nothing on the outside, no wires or tubes on the outside. And then the programming device, transmitter, the physician uses it to turn on the pump and set its dose. And as the patient is managed over time, the physician will likely gradually increase the dose and set it to the optimal benefit. That transmitter has another ability. The pump communicates to the transmitter when it's running low on medicine. So it indicates when a refill of the medication is needed, and that refill is very easy to do. It involves using sterile scrubbing on the skin, but then putting a needle injection through the skin into the pump and placing and injecting the medicine into the pump to keep it continually working uninterrupted. So if you think over all of these different ways of managing spasticity, it's really very beneficial for any patient who has this type of problem to be followed by a team of specialists, several different kinds of specialists. That would be a physical medicine and rehabilitation physician, but together with an orthopedic surgeon and a neurosurgeon, also physical therapists and occupational therapists, and also orthotic and prosthetic specialists. A team approach and lifelong management over time, adjusting all along the way for the goals of achieving the best possible physical comfort for the patient, the best possible range of motion and flexibility of the extremities, the best possible ability to do physical activities, and the best possible overall quality of life for the patient. That is the goal of managing spasticity.